Let us hear the other testimony of Sister Ellen G. White. When at Battle Creek, Michigan, May 5, 1855, she wrote, and I quote her personal testimony, "I saw that there was a great lack of faith in the servants of God as well as the church. They were too easily discouraged, were too ready to doubt God, too willing to believe they had a hard lot and that God had forsaken them. I saw that this was cruel. God had so loved them as to give his dearly beloved Son to die for them, and all heaven was interested in their salvation. Yet it was hard, after all that has been done for them, to believe and trust so kind and good a Father. He has said he was more willing to give the Holy Spirit to them that ask him than earthly parents are to give good gifts to their children. I saw that the servants of God, the church, were too easily discouraged when they asked their Father in heaven for things they thought they needed. And because it did not immediately come, their faith wavered. Their courage fled, and a murmuring feeling took possession of them. This I saw displeased God. Every saint that comes to God with a true heart in faith and sends their honest petitions to him will have their prayers answered. Their faith must not let go of the promises of God if they do not see or feel the immediate answer of their prayers. Be not afraid to trust God. Rely upon his sure promise. Ask and ye shall receive. God is too wise to hear and too good to withhold any good thing from his saints that walk uprightly. Man is erring, and although his petitions are sent up from an honest heart, he does not always ask for the things that are good for himself or that will glorify God. When this is so, our wise and good Father hears our prayers and will answer, sometimes immediately, but gives us the things that are for our best good and his own glory. God gives us blessings that if the saint could look into his plan, they would clearly see that God knew what was best for us and that our prayers were answered. Nothing hurtful was given, but the blessing that we needed in the place of something we had asked that would not have been good for us, but to our own hurt. I saw that if we did not feel immediate answers to our prayers, we should hold fast our faith. Let no distrust come in, for that will separate us from God. If our faith wavers, we shall receive nothing from him. Our confidence in God should be strong. And when we need it the most, the blessing will drop upon us like a shower of rain. When the servants of God had prayed for his spirit and blessing, Sister White would always emphasize that the Holy Spirit is of God and not another being. His spirit and blessing, it sometimes comes immediately, but it's not always been bestowed. At such times, faint not. Let thy faith hold fast the promise that it will come. Let thy trust be full in God, and often that blessing will come when you need it the most. And unexpectedly, you will receive help from God. When you're speaking the truth to unbelievers, and with clearness, you can speak the word and with power. It was represented to me like children asking a blessing to their earthly parents that love them. They ask something that the parents know will hurt them. The parent gives them the things that will be good and healthy for them. In the place of that which the child desired, I saw that every prayer that was sent up in faith from an honest heart will be heard of God and answered. And the one that sent up the petition will have the blessing when he needs it the most, and it will often exceed his expectations. Not a prayer of the true saint is lost if sent up from an honest heart in faith. May this encourage you from the testimony of Ellen G. White, May 5, 1855. May God continue to guide you into all truth through his Holy Spirit and the Spirit of his Son, Jesus Christ. His Spirit, Spirit of God, Spirit of Christ is one. May we all reject Trinity, as this is unscriptural and doctrine from Rome.